Steven Seagal's story began in Lansing, Michigan in 1952 before his family moved to Fullerton, California. His early life was shaped by frailty and asthma, challenges that might have hindered many, but Seagal's response was unique. Rather than seeing these health struggles as obstacles, they became the spark for a deep fascination with martial arts. Seagal's interest in discipline and physical strength led him to discover Aikido, a Japanese martial art that was still relatively unknown in the West. From a young age, Seagal's dedication to mastering this precise, fluid art was unwavering. His focus on mental strength rather than physical dominance laid the groundwork for a career built on not just physical prowess, but resilience, discipline, and an understanding of the mind-body connection. Journey to Japan. By the 1970s, Seagal's dedication to martial arts took him on an extraordinary journey to Japan. At the time, it was rare for an American to make such a commitment, but Seagal's resolve carried him across the globe. In Japan, he immersed himself fully in the culture, further refining his Aikido skills. His time there was transformative, not only as a martial artist, but as a person. He became one of the first foreigners to open an Aikido dojo in Japan, a testament to his discipline and respect for the traditions he was learning. Fluency in Japanese and a deep understanding of local customs helped him gain respect in both martial arts and cultural circles. These formative years in Japan were pivotal as they shaped Seagal's worldview and solidified his reputation as a serious, disciplined martial artist. The leap to Hollywood. Seagal's leap to Hollywood was not a conventional one. Unlike many aspiring stars who chased fame, Seagal's journey was rooted in his martial arts background. Initially, he worked as an instructor in Los Angeles, teaching private clients and working as a bodyguard for entertainment industry figures. One of these clients, Hollywood agent Michael Oitz, recognized Seagal's presence and encouraged him to pursue acting. Seagal's transition to the screen was not guaranteed, but his authentic martial arts skills and understated charisma set him apart from other actors. His debut in 1988's Above the Law as Nico Tosani, a former CIA operative turned cop, captured the attention of audiences. Seagal's portrayal was authentic, grounded in his martial arts discipline, and marked the beginning of his rise in Hollywood. The action star emerges. Seagal's rise to stardom was swift, and by the early 1990s, he had cemented his place as an action hero. Films like Hard to Kill, 1990, Marked for Death, 1990, and Trushchaishi and Out for Justice, 1991, helped solidify his reputation. Unlike the muscular, over-the-top action stars of his era, Seagal's appeal was grounded in a calm, controlled intensity. His martial arts skills were central to his performances, but it was his ability to convey tension and heroism with restraint that made him stand out. The peak of his career came with Under Siege, 1992, a blockbuster that paired him with established stars and earned global success. Seagal's appeal lay in his ability to make action feel grounded and authentic, a refreshing contrast to the more theatrical style of other action stars. The duality of public image. As Seagal's fame grew, so did the complexity of his public persona. He wasn't just playing heroes on screen, he was embodying them in real life. His martial arts expertise, spiritual curiosity, and global perspective became intertwined with his Hollywood image. Over time, the public's perception of Seagal blended with the myth he had created, blurring the lines between the man and the action hero. His public image grew as a symbol of discipline, wisdom, and heroism. This duality, Seagal, as both a martial artist and a Hollywood action star, would be a constant theme in his career, where myth and reality often collided. As his fame continued to grow, so did the scrutiny of his personal life, further complicating the image he had carefully crafted. The interplay of myth and reality. Seagal's career is also a study in the tension between myth and reality. Early in his career, he carefully crafted a public persona that was larger than life, blending martial arts mastery with spiritual and philosophical interests. This myth-making process created an aura of mystique around him, blurring the lines between the man and the action hero. Over time, however, audiences began to see through the myth, recognizing both the strengths and vulnerabilities of the real person behind the public image. This interplay of myth and reality is a central theme in Seagal's life, reflecting the delicate balance public figures must maintain between the expectations of fame and their true selves. Cultural impact. Seagal's influence extends beyond his individual films and media appearances. His contributions to the global spread of martial arts, particularly Aikido, have had a lasting impact on the culture. His films introduced millions of viewers to the discipline, inspiring many to take up martial arts themselves. Seagal's approach to heroism, grounded in skill, patience, and control, provided an alternative to the more conventional, physically dominant heroes of the time. This influence has persisted, leaving an enduring legacy that continues to inspire both martial arts practitioners and filmmakers alike. His films not only entertained, but also educated audiences about martial arts and its deeper philosophical roots. Navigating change. One of the most striking themes in Seagal's life is his ability to navigate change. As Hollywood evolved and trends shifted, Seagal adapted, finding new ways to stay relevant. From reality television to international diplomacy, Seagal embraced opportunities that allowed him to remain connected with audiences. These ventures, though met with varying levels of success, demonstrated his resilience and determination to continue engaging with the world in meaningful ways. Seagal's adaptability is a key part of his story, highlighting the importance of embracing change in order to remain relevant in an ever-evolving industry. A life beyond the spotlight. At 73, Seagal's life has become a mix of reflection and reinvention. While his early years were marked by stardom and the demands of a Hollywood action hero, his later years have been focused on personal growth and legacy building. Away from the spotlight, he spends his time reflecting on his past while continuing to pursue new interests and projects. Though he no longer occupies the central position in Hollywood that he once did, Seagal's journey is far from over. His story is one of resilience, transformation, and the ongoing search for meaning, even as the spotlight fades. Conclusion. Shadows and continuity. Steven Seagal's journey reminds us that fame is fleeting, but the human story behind the public persona is rich and complex. His career has been defined by reinvention, both on and off screen. While his cinematic peak may be behind him, his influence remains through his films, his contributions to martial arts, and his global engagements. Seagal's story invites reflection on fame, identity, and the enduring balance between public myth and personal reality. His legacy, shaped by perseverance, challenges, and reinvention, serves as a reminder that even in the shadows, the human spirit can endure.